Do.
Hello, and welcome to Rainbows and Razor Blades Productions, where chaos reigns in all of our content. Tonight, we are playing Somnum Exterreri, a Cyberpunk Red campaign. Dun, dun, dun. No. Let us meet our players. I am your humble GM, Kristen, always humble, always. And yeah. You can find me at Darth Freelish because I remember things. Shit. I don't remember word type though. And I do lots of stuff, mostly on the channel. So we're going to go on. Kat, save me from myself.
I will save you from yourself. I'm Kat. I am also known as Autumn Knox on Twitter. I'm playing Obscura tonight. I'm also the producer on this channel, and this is pretty much the only place you'll see me. And that's all I've got. So let's kick it to another friend.
Tim.
Hey, I'm Tim. I'm playing Lobo, the solo. And you can find me on Twitter and Twitch as Flan Blackmore. And I might be on another channel soon. I don't know. Things, I don't know, but you can find me here on Friday nights.
Eric with 2 C's.
I am Eric, and you can find me anywhere with Despair for social media. I'm playing Domino the exec, and I lead things around here when they let me believe that.
Eric with 1C.
Hey, hi. Yeah, my name is Eric. I am playing Half Moon Harvey, the fixer for Cyberpunk Red. I also am known as Charles Bren TTRPG on Twitter and Instagram. So yeah, I have nothing more interesting to say right now. Once we get to the mode of it, but that's it. Yeah, I'll have more to say.
And we are down at Patches tonight. In real life, there was an exam. In game life, she's real sick from those sardine smells.
Fucking sardines.
Forgot about that. I guess we were sardined.
Let's go into a recap. Last time, our party of misfits that have been brought together, a mix of those who Domino had already begun to work with and those that Half Moon Harvey brought together. They went to go see a mob boss to get some information after talking about needing to break into Rockland to investigate further the unexplained payroll that was being paid to ghosts, apparently. They might be petroleum ghosts, but more on that later. They didn't get in a fight, but there was some medical aid needed when some of Dulcie's men came in injured, and Patches was put to good use as she's already worked with Dulcie in the past. And then they all piled into a Range Rover, which I don't care if it's not in the book. I needed a car big enough to fit all the people. No, I said it was a Range Rover. Anyway, so they all piled in and they took one of the freight elevators that can fit cars to go up to the level of Tempestus. There was some bad sardines that happened.
They weren't bad.
Because they took pizza to go. And, well, they were a little off. They were expired by,
we didn't ask for it. We didn't ask for it, but we asked for it.
And while some of you were able to stand the smell, or in Lobo's case, stomach it, Patches did not fare so well. And she is staying behind with the car in some parking to feel better.
Did she vomit in the car?
No,
she
it was
rolled the window
out kind
down.
of on the side.
Yeah.
And that is where we will pick up.
All right, as we get out of the car, I'm gonna go ahead and let the driver know that it was a very smooth ride and appreciate him taking care of us. Because as an exec, with my teamwork ability, in order to retain my talent without them being more likely to betray us, I do need to maintain and compliment and provide feedback that encourages them to not do that.
You have to be nice to them so they're nice to you.
I
mean,
give-
that's just practice
Tipsy
anyway.
hat to you, and it's like, all right, I'll park off to the side over here and hope Miss Patches feels better soon.
I approach the driver. I kind of hand him 10 eddies and go, sorry, the sardine stench.
Thank you.
Apologies.
I should probably go take care of that, or Miss Patches will probably just puke again. That's a good point.
Yeah, I mean, that's not my problem right now, but yeah, that's a good idea. And I just walk away. So, Dominican Republic, what are we doing right now?
Oh, you mean me?
Yeah,
It's Domino.
Gesundheit, what are we doing?
We're gonna head in. We're gonna just go up to the front desk and I'm gonna give you a tour.
Should I punched him when we walked?
No, you just stand there and look pretty and follow us.
I mean, it's a fun idea, but
Yeah, but it wouldn't get us very far.
Oh, I punched far.
No,
No, it wouldn't get us very far. The people you punch would go far. Yeah, absolutely.
don't hit anything.
No, nothing, or just not him.
Unless something goes wrong and we have to fight, you don't go in there and start hitting people.
Or things.
Okay.
Janetta, the private security that works with Domino, kind of looks over at you and she's like, I think I have something for you. And she grabs a bag from the back of the Range Rover and she tosses it to you, and inside is a matching uniform to hers, so you can go in like you're also private security.
You see, Janetta's got things taken care of. So Lobo, please put this on. You'll look fantastic. Might be a little tight.
Okay. He strips right there.
Of course he does.
Mhm.
and we're in Detroit. What do you expect?
Okay, I gotta know, what does the underwear look like?
Describe for us. Please RP this.
There is none.
Commando. I am
He's
sure
a
that
commando solo.
that Obscura obscures her eyes at that point.
Actually, at this point, Obscura is so used to this bullshit that she just shakes her head and then just kind of strolls a little ways away and waits.
Janetta, let me make a roll.
Make a roll.
It looked like a bird.
Is it cold outside?
Point of reference, Janetta is your person, Domino?
Yeah, she's my private security.
Private security, yeah, okay. I'm actually taking notes. It's weird.
Nobody would think that notepad would be so useful, but it is super helpful for me.
He is not able to hide that she's looking appreciatively at you.
Can I notice this and just shake my head even more?
Roll me perception.
What is my perception?
You have no choice but to look.
My perception came out to be a 16.
Oh yeah, you notice. She rolled a 1 with a base 8 for performance.
Yeah, I just kind of catch that and I'm just like, oh my god, not again.
Again.
I'm like, she had better not be toxic.
You all need therapy.
Should be fine.
Shit.
All right, so we do have Lobo now changed into appropriate attire for infiltration. Obscura is fine because Netrunners are notoriously unique and do what they will with how they look. So
All right, so I'm going to lead them into the side door for visitors and go up to the security desk and let them know that I am bringing them in for and I'll point to Obscura and Harvey and say them for a tour. These are security for us to make sure that nothing untoward happens. And let's see, I am going to.
Do we have fake names for this?
That wasn't discussed. We're already there.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I'll just use the name for now. And then I'll just use that. I'll just persuade them to.
Roll me a conversation.
Conversation?
Or persuasion, whichever is better.
All right.
Like,
Well,
here's our
persuasion's
name,
12,
here's
so-
our
Oh, yeah.
address.
Conversation is extracting information. Never mind. Persuasion, yes. That is
All
what
right.
I wanted.
I got a 14 total.
All right. Let me see what she's gonna roll a perception check to see if she can clue into
Human perception?
yes, human perception. What did you roll again?
I got a 14.
She got a 13. So yes, you are able to persuade her to let them in. And
Yeah, that whole thing with the real names that he brought up kind of threw me off a little bit there, but I was able to make my way past it.
He kind of like whispered it in your ear.
We have real names.
So she's like, all right, for visitor passes, and she does hand Janetta did also have a badge for you, Lobo, that went with the outfit so that you can already get badged into the same places that she can. It is from her old partner who recently mysteriously disappeared.
And I reappeared.
Yes.
So
All of you.
she did check to make sure that it hadn't been deactivated, but you do have 2 passes that act as card readers, as the badges to get into specific places. So if you do lead Obscura to some sort of terminal, she should be able to upgrade those to get into more places.
All right. There's probably one right at since my office is not too far, I could probably let her do it there. But
Domino.
I don't really want to give away my place, so we'll probably stop by another HR location.
Domino.
Yes.
Who do you not like?
Well, they wouldn't have access necessarily as visitors to the HR rooms anyways. So you'd probably roll me a...
We
Local
find
knowledge.
someone you don't like, we use their computer. Screw them.
Would it be local
Only
expert?
a concentration check
Okay.
to recall a...
I got a 10, so that's a critical success. And I got a 7 on the second roll, so that's 17 plus 9 is 26.
Okay, yeah, you remember that there is an easy out of the way security checkpoint where any of the officers on duty there would be basically Janetta's inferiors and would listen to her and let you take control for, it's like saying that there's diagnostics or something like that need to be run.
Okay.
But that's not fun. We need to find someone we can ruin.
We're not here for your fun.
But I don't get to punch. Can't ruin someone. And I'm wearing monkey.
Right.
You look nice, actually.
It itches so bad.
Maybe you should
That's
take a
the
bath more
sardines.
often.
The sardines.
Oh, don't do that. Don't.
Sardines are fine.
I smelled it.
No.
You
stop.
also.
All right, so let's head to the back. What I was thinking, so as we walk back through, I'm gonna look at Harvey and say, so what I was thinking is that you and I can distract the guards that Janetta's talking to so that they don't notice what Kat Obscura is doing. What do you think?
I mean, you have your way with words, and I have mine.
Right. So we can double talk them.
We can. I also have to ask. Please tell me there's a cup of coffee that we can give the big guy, because I can smell it right here. Just
good point. We'll stop by the kitchenette on the way to the security station.
But I can distract.
No.
Okay, you're right.
Your distractions involve violence.
No, not always.
Okay, if you're not going to choose violence, what are you going to choose this time?
Make them swing first.
That's still a choice of violence. You're just inciting it.
It's their violence, not my violence.
You're still inciting the violence. You are involved.
I'll grab flowers off of a random desk and say, "Here, incite violence."
I don't understand. Do you want me to hit flower?
No.
Smell the flower.
Just hold the flowers.
punch the flower with your nose.
I smell
Oh
like
no.
That's great.
So
He doesn't
mascara.
understand figures of speech.
Mascara.
Janetta immediately gives the flower back. Give me 1 second to look something up on this so I know I'm not wrong.
Mascara. Would your brother be good at being a bouncer?
Oh yeah.
I could bounce you, yeah.
Yeah. You need somebody tossed out your bar and maybe thrown in a dumpster. He's great for that.
My aim is off though with dumpsters.
The aim doesn't.
They usually hit the side.
That doesn't.
So
really
the
matter.
flowers that were picked up and then the one you handed to Janetta is a black Bauhinia. She is Japanese. And the black Bauhinia is the flower on the flag of Hong Kong. And she's basically disgusted by being handed this flower.
Sure she's not Chinese?
She is.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think we should just go ahead and do a little distracting.
She's Polynesian Hawaiian, but she's by way of Japanese heritage.
By the way of the Japanese.
So that is going in the notes.
So I think we should start to get this stuff underway.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner the coffee, the better.
Yeah, let's get this going so we can get out of here.
All right, so I'll grab the coffee for the family and we head over to the security station. Harvey and I are gonna work our magic to try to distract them from whatever Obscura decides to do.
How do you want to start this conversation? Do you want to just start off with, hey, how's it going? Or do you want to start off with something specific?
What I was thinking is I could start criticizing their uniforms. That tends to focus them on themselves and not the exterior of their world.
But what if they attack you?
They're not going
That would
to
be
attack him.
that would be bad, but I would be pleased that my words had that much effect.
Then I can hit them.
They're probably going to cower and get really embarrassed that their superior is insulting them. There's not going to be a fight right now.
Be patient. I'm sure something will happen eventually.
I should have left.
Janetta leans over and puts an arm around your shoulder, Lobo, and she's like, well, we could always just say that we are relieving them for a break. And then if they come back too early, then we do violence.
Oh. Yeah, big smile.
That's perfect, Janetta. Thank you.
Yeah, very good. I like that. This is a good plan.
You know, what goes on here is not that much different from my bar. So, okay. Let's do
No
it.
idea. Except it's a little less obvious.
Oh, no, it's very obvious at my place. Yeah.
All right, so we get there.
Janetta walks forward, still has her arm around Lobo, and she's like, gentlemen, why don't you let us relieve you for a break? We have some upgrades to do here, and we've got to be with these guests anyway, so why don't you just go have a smoke break?
And don't come back too early.
Roll a...
Is there an obscure stat for that? Like the obscure meaning of what he just said?
I There's
would
nothing
say
obscure about
either
that.
do persuasion or acting.
I don't think there's an obscure skill for trying to get us killed.
Okay, persuasion then. All right.
Yeah.
So that's a 15.
They meet, so they beat. But let me roll for Janetta's presence to see. Actually, roll with advantage. Roll again since
Okay.
Janetta is helping you.
16.
Okay, yeah. So they kind of look at Janetta, look at you, notice the arm, and she started kind of rubbing your shoulder, and they're like, "Oh, okay, yeah, we'll go on break, boss." And so they go, and you see smirks, the rest of you, as they walk off, thinking that as the three of you deal with upgrades, that the other two
Gonna get his own upgrade.
yes.
Wait.
And Obscure just rolls her eyes and looks at Domino. Okay, now let's get to work.
All right. I show her the workstation.
So Janetta, do you think they come back just to see if we are, you know?
No, they're gonna wait and come back till when you're done, and then see if this place smells like sex.
Oh,
Is that a common thing? Dominican Republic.
Oh, you're talking to me again?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. That's not your name, right?
No, it's not.
it's Domino.
Can I call you DR for doctor?
Yeah, you can do that. No, it's not common on my floor. Down here, I wouldn't be surprised. They're a bit cruder down here. I'm gonna step away to keep an eye down the hallway and be able to run interference if someone comes by, but be close enough to Obscure if she has questions.
Janetta, I don't mean this to be bad, but
All right.
you don't do this very often, right?
No, I never. I only made the insinuation so that we can get through this. I'm gonna have her roll a persuasion check to see if she can persuade you to believe her, and you can roll either perception or human perception.
Can I roll to see if I can tell if she's full of shit?
Yes.
That's my human perception.
Human perception. Dang.
Would that be human perception? Can I roll for that as well?
I rolled
If you want to,
17.
yeah.
17.
Almost a
19.
10. 21.
We all know.
So
We ain't stupid.
She's trying to persuade you to believe that it doesn't have the disbelief and the catching on to the lie isn't that she doesn't do this, it's that she only did it to get them to leave.
Got it.
I mean, she rolled an 18, so the rest of you can like see the clues and stuff, but his 21 it's just like, oh no, she wants this.
So is there a room? Is there like closet?
Roll a persuasion check.
It's not where I thought this was going, but yeah, okay.
It's going somewhere.
It's a whole different rabbit hole.
So that's it's a crit. It's a 10.
Roll again.
And then a 6. So
16 plus whatever.
so 23.
Give me a second.
Thank you, app.
I'm gonna go do the dangerous thing, and he's gonna leave with a big old smile on his face. And he didn't even have to choose violence.
And I smell like coffee now. So
And sardines? I hope not. That's not
I mean-
attractive.
This is sardines flavored coffee.
She also rolled a 23, but since she's not really trying to concentrate on what's happening, she kind of looks over where Domino had walked away and pulls you to another door.
Well, I look at Harvey. I'm like, can you keep an eye out while I try to get into this shit?
I'm changing her status on my contacts.
Mascara, how you doing?
Well, that was not what I was expecting when we came here, but okay.
What did you expect?
I actually expected him to choose violence and for us to be fighting right now. So I guess
I'm
this
pretty
is better.
I'm pretty sure he was choosing violence. It's just there's only enough blood to go to the fist or the other organ, and I think we know which one it's going to right now.
Yeah,
so.
He probably only has half that amount of blood in his whole body anyway. So, all right. So now Domino's on the lookout, and Harvey and I have watched this all go down. Now we need to try and get into the system. So,
all right, go ahead and start off with a jack in action for me.
Jack in. Okay. So this is all
weird. This is the one I started with.
Yeah, this is gonna. You're jacking in a different way. You have fun with that.
And the DV on this is a 17 to make it into.
Okay, so let's see. What am I adding for jacking? Because it doesn't tell me on here. It just says I have 3 net actions per turn and what each thing is.
Let me look on the full.
So net running is definitely interesting.
Or I could hit the it's the interface, right?
Well, first you've got to be able to get into the system.
Oh, okay.
And that's jack in, enter, or safely leave a net architecture when within 6 meter yards, whatever, of an access point. Actually, yeah, just go ahead and use interface ability because you're actually have access to the. That's fine.
Let's see, so what is it? It is so 4 plus a D10. Okay. That is. I only rolled a 13. My interface roll comes out to be a 4 on here, plus the D10. So even at max, I would only get a 14.
It should be your interface plus program attack plus 1d10.
Checking in shouldn't require a program to check in.
Something to jack in.
Huh?
She needs to jack into something.
No. I'm saying that to be for her role, she gets to also add program attack, not just her interface and the D10.
Program attack.
It just says interface plus 1d10 down below, but for the combat,
this jacking in is not a combat action. It's just in or out. It's literally just
gotcha.
plugging in.
Okay.
So there's no role necessary to jack in. She just jacks in.
Okay. Cool. Thank you, Eric.
Yes.
Appreciate the voice of experience here.
Okay, I am going to give you the ability right here, since net running is what you do. Is there something else that you could have like changed to make interface higher? I feel like that should be higher than a 4.
I feel like it should be 2, but I am not entirely sure.
No, your roll ability starts at 4 all the time. Okay, until you spend IP to improve it. Because the same for my teamwork. Any other roll ability starts at 4.
Gotcha. Okay.
When you get into actual actions, then you have interface abilities. If you have the Cyberpunk Red rulebook, it's on page 199. If you have the PDF, it'll be the same page. You just have to go to it. So you can do scanner, backdoor, cloak, control, ID.
Aha! Okay. That's more helpful. Okay.
Now here, jack in.
Okay, we'll say that you already have a password from Domino, so you don't have to use backdoor.
Right. This is a direct access.
Yeah, yeah.
Not a full hack. Read that further later. So then theoretically I'm in.
Yes.
So
So it's not technically combat, so I will look at something completely different. Okay. Haha, there we go. I have that over here. All right. What is a meet action? I have missed that somewhere.
Meet actions are what we do.
real life.
Okay.
Meta actions are what she does when she's jacked in. She takes a meet action. She can do something like scan for access
Gotcha.
points.
Yeah, because she can take one meet action plus a net action. Gotcha. Okay. Sorry, I just needed to clarify that. Oop.
Yeah, but I didn't even need to scan for this access point. I was just walked right to it. So
Yeah.
Not to be that guy, but does doing stuff like that does that impact humanity points, or is that strictly something else?
No, it's something else. Humanity is only impacted by drugs and cyberware.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which I don't really have a whole lot. I have enough to do my job and this arm that I was gifted because of having mine lost.
Okay, so yes, roll interface plus 1d10. The equipments, so it's going to be to take control of things attached to the net in this area. And that'll be a much lower DV because this is something you would do every day. So it's simple for you. So it's a DV of 9.
Okay. I got 14.
Okay, then yes, you get into the system, you get it controlled, and you're able to search to find what you need.
All right. So I need information on the people that are getting paid. I need to try and see if I can ferret some of that stuff out. Did I need to change access cards still? Because we had talked about that, but I don't.
Yeah, you're here to do the access cards. Okay. To get you into the HR area. Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
too much happening.
Because we need to look at the paper records too.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So.
Also, the access points in the HR are going to have different data than this does because every node is unique.
Cool. All right. So I might not even be able to get the information we're looking for in here. We have to go to HR for that. So I just need the access cards right here.
Yes.
Okay.
So you need one each for Harvey and yourself.
Okay. So I'm just reprogramming access cards.
Yeah.
All right. So I have control. I'm jacked in. What do I need to do the access cards?
You rolled to take control of the things attached to the net here. So you're easily able to just change the access level on the cards. So you're good there.
Okay, so that's all I need to do here. So I can just jack that out. All right.
Yep.
All right. Cool.
I should have read farther into this. That is my bad, and I apologize.
Yeah. No, we apologies to the audience. I did not get to read my Netrunner stuff much either. We've launched 3 shows in the last 2 weeks, so we've been a little busy. I'll be more on it next week though. All right, so I jack out. I hand Harvey a card. I'm like, all right, we have access. I knock on the closet. Like love birds.
Smaller than I thought it would be.
That's what she said.
Not talking about Lobo.
Yeah, we already know that's not Lobo.
You all spend too much time looking at his dick. So I knock on the door. I'm like, okay, lovebirds, we've got what we need. We need to go. And then I just kind of walk away and I look at Domino. I'm like, okay, we're good with this. We just got to get them out of the closet.
Which you missed all of that, Domino. So
I wouldn't say I missed it.
That's fair.
Janetta does come out of the closet and like adjusts and is zipping up her pants.
Alrighty then, let's head upstairs. I'll take him over to the next elevator. And as we pass, the guards returning from their break will say, "You guys are late."
Yeah, and Lobo will smile gratefully and give them a nod.
They wink back at you.
You do that.
And you get on the elevator and head up to HR.
Right. Doctor, what should we expect when we get up there?
Violence?
Bunch of ladies up there gossiping about the accounting department.
So mental violence.
Sounds emotional.
All right, so we get to the HR department. I know where some of the nodes are, but I don't know if they're going to be appropriate. But you have like an 18-foot range, so I'll take them down to the main floor. Pretend like I'm talking, describing a few things, and let Obscura do her scan.
Yeah, because where you guys came in, because it was just there is a walkway that is alongside. If you look at the map, a walkway that goes along the highway that is the pink area to the next building over, and then it's another walkway to get just over to Rockland. So you are technically at about the 10th of 20 floors. So for HR, you are going down a couple of floors.
Obscura, do you have Pathfinder as a program?
Yes.
Okay. When you get Jack in, you'll want to use that to find out what's ahead of you on the floors below you. So that way you can know whether or not there's viruses or demons or whatever to
black
manage.
Ice and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I got it. And a few things to protect myself, so.
All right. And so you do go down. It's about 3 floors down, and the elevator dings. And as you walk out, you are met with the floor plan of cubicle monkeys everywhere.
Yep.
Only a few desks are actually being manned currently. It is lunchtime, and you do see that most of the workers are off there is a lunchroom on this floor, and like there's a cafe and they can order food and stuff like that. And so most of them are over in there.
Well, on the bright side, at least, there's less eyes on us.
Yeah, that helps.
All right, you want to scan for that access node now, or do we need to go deeper?
Do they have better coffee on this floor?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. And I just kind of look for the closest.
I'll walk them slowly around so she has time to figure out where it is.
I'll scan it. You get coffee.
It's like my 3rd one today.
It's probably mine too. Just keep going.
Oh, and by 3rd, I meant 7th.
So
when I say it's my 3rd cup of coffee, it usually means that I'm starting another pot. So
yeah. So the scanner ability is used to search for it. Roll a d10, add your interface. That tells you, the GM can tell you how far away they are.
Okay. Yes.
You have any rum here?
I got 13.
Okay, yeah, this is scanning for access points is old hat for you. And you can tell that there are 3 within your range. There is one that is right next to a desk that is occupied. Another one is kind of out in the open on one of the pillars. And then one is kind of around a corner against a wall where there are 4 or 5 desks, but they are all currently empty.
That might be a good one to start with.
I think I will start there. So I start heading towards that corner. I just kind of nod to Domino and Harvey.
All right, we'll leave the coffee station and follow you.
Okay.
I have 3 cups of coffee in my hand right now.
Oh, that's
my
great.
excuse is in case someone wants one, but
Well, yeah, absolutely.
Obscura takes
That's
one
someone
from
being you.
Thank you.
Janetta takes one as well.
All right, I'm gonna put my bag on the desk, sit down, and just keep an eye on around.
Janetta does kind of like lean against the end wall of the cubicle, kind of keeping an eye out, and it's not unknown for her to just lounge around somewhere on this floor while you're working. So
Lobo will put his back to hers and lean the opposite, like lean in the same direction with her, just back to back.
Okay.
You both look like a bad Hallmark movie, and that's saying something.
Okay, yeah.
You never watched Hallmark?
I do
Do
not.
we have Hallmark now?
Hallmark.
Hallmark.
I put many marks in holes. Many.
That's
You know,
not
yeah,
what he means. It's a history.
No. Let him go on. Let him take that. I want to see
So
where that
many
goes.
marks.
Yes.
Got in lots of trouble.
Yes.
Speaking of, Jeanette, do you want to finish sometime?
No, you need to keep an eye out.
Not right now. No.
she does slide you a card that has her agent contact info on it.
After you throw Harvey's patrons in the dumpster, maybe you guys can meet behind it.
Why
But right
behind
now,
the dumpster?
Well,
In front you can grab.
I'll wash it.
You shop for clothes there too, so it should be perfectly fine for you.
I have the best quality dumpsters, by the way.
We not need dumpster, Jeanette.
I need that dumpster. I need plenty of neo-Nazis to fall into that dumpster.
Just
I don't care if they're alive.
I check my watch.
We need to get going and do this. So.
Yes. So go ahead, and you will need to do a backdoor roll for this one. Backdoor.
Were you talking to me?
Well, before
that's not me.
Before she does that, she should probably scan. Jacking in doesn't. Again, it's just one thing, but she should probably scan ahead using Pathfinder, see what's behind the door before she tries to go through it.
Cool. Then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take the advice of the person who knows this game better than me.
All right.
So I will do the Pathfinder. That's just interface and D10 again.
Yes.
I rolled 10. 10 even.
Okay, that does match the DV rolled by a blocker demon, but you're able to see that it's there. Demon. And that'll give you a +1 on your skill check to control the net, because you know to look for the demon.
Okay.
Demon!
Demons!
The demon!
We've got demons.
The demons.
Right. Now that I know he's there, so then I'll do the back door and then jack in.
No, you jack in. You've already jacked in.
Jack in.
Yeah, you're already jacked in to do the Pathfinder. Yeah, so now back door.
Get this eventually.
Order of operations.
I hated that in algebra. All right, that is.
I remember algebra.
8.
I don't remember
12.
anything from algebra.
I remember that from algebra because I just took college algebra last year. I got a 12.
All right, give me 1 second.
Plus the 1?
Huh?
Is that plus the 1 you got?
I assume
do I get the plus 1 for the back door too?
Yes, the +1 is to the back door to
then I got
get
13.
through without. Okay.
I assume she's alone.
Here.
Thank you.
I assume that she's alone with this too, right? Like none of us could assist her in any way.
No, we can't.
You can only stand guard.
I can totally help. What are we doing?
Talking about
Not
Hallmark.
choosing violence yet.
I can punch the computer.
Please
You
don't.
could kill me.
And
you
beat
should know
demon
that.
into a pulp.
Yes, but you should know, because we work together, that you can't hit the computer because it could kill me. You separate my consciousness from my body, and then that's it.
How are you two direct opposites?
What? We are the same. Yeah. Blood.
Yeah, but you're exact opposites,
There we go.
attitude-wise. And you fuck. I point at Lobo, I go, and you fuck.
Who says Obscura doesn't?
I don't. I'm not her. Not. She's my sister.
He only rolled an 11, so yes, you do get past the demon.
Okay.
Demon.
All right, and now it's control.
Yes.
We have control.
8. I only rolled 8.
How are we looking?
Trying to get there.
So yeah, you are blocked trying to initially take control.
Mm-hmm.
Uh
Is that with my +1? Do I still get the +1? No, I was just get past the block.
Yeah.
Oh,
but you
it's 9.
still, yeah, it still would, yeah. Go ahead and make a slide roll. Interface plus 1d10 versus
So
the program.
you're having her slide out of the architecture?
Out of this part of it. It's just a flee combat. It's not completely out of the architecture.
Hey, doctor, you know your company inside out, mostly, I'm guessing. What should we expect if something bad
11.
happens?
Okay,
Right.
that's much worse, so yes.
It really depends on how bad it is. With what we're doing here, probably just a few guards at most.
Okay.
I punched.
So you are able to slide away and flee the combat there. Go ahead and make me a... Okay, you already succeeded on the Pathfinder. So we'll say that you have another chance in another area to take control and get the information you need. So roll one more time.
Okay. Oh, that was much better. That is a 12.
You got an 11. So yes, you are able to bypass the demon on the second time. And you're able to hack in and get control to search for the files needed, which you don't need to do a roll for that.
All right, cool. So I'm looking for information on the people that disappeared, people that have been on the payroll, anything that I can find about these folks.
Yeah, anything that's odd in the payroll files. And while this is happening, this node is close enough, Domino, that you could go over to the paper files and do a search of those if you would like.
I'll grab Harvey and we'll go take a look at it. So let's see here.
I saw this earlier. Where is it? There's so many skills, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Business, because it would be your skill regarding knowledge of basic business practices.
Okay, I got an 11 in that.
That's a nice bonus.
The DFE on it, because this is something you would look at every day, is only 13.
Yeah, well, I rolled a 1. So that's a critical failure. So I subtract 5 from it. So I got a 6. I don't know anything about this for some reason. They hit it really, really well. I'm thinking that Harvey might be able to find it if he knows anything about cryptography or deduction, because obviously they switched files around.
Okay.
Sounds like a conspiracy.
All right, they're both the same score. What should I roll for?
Go ahead and do deduction.
Deduction.
Because this is leaping to a non-obvious conclusion to yourself.
It's not obvious to me too.
I got a 16.
Yeah, you kind of look at
It's
him
obvious, but
floundering
not
a
to him.
little bit, and you're like, well, if A is here and Z is there, then... And yes, you are able to find...
Well, That's wonderful. I don't speak English.
And you live in Detroit?
You are able to find
Je parle français.
a file that is labeled, one file that is labeled for, God damn it, I gotta find my other NPC stuff because I have it in like 3 places. Cause go me. You do find Felisa McKenney's file.
Okay. Oh, their files.
Yes.
Okay.
That is a physical file that they find. And you do find a payroll folder that is labeled OB. And when you look at it, it matches up to the payrolls that you've seen that don't go to anybody.
Okay, I'm gonna assume OB means off books.
You would be correct. Meanwhile, back in the net,
Meanwhile, in the exact same location.
Huh?
I have a backdoor boost and a Pathfinder boost, just for future reference.
Good to know.
Yes. I have a couple other cool things too.
Yeah, so you do find the folders on the digital folder for, I think this is one of them. No. It would be helpful if I had labeled these better. On Malcolm and Miyoko, the ones that replaced the other 2.
Write that down. So the replacement ones I find full.
Yes. And roll me a library search check quick.
Search. See my library search. Yep, that's 10. 16.
Okay, so you do start to track down something that is pinging your intuition that seems off.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a chance to look at it right at this moment, but you do download what it is.
Okay.
And then I will give you the option to plant a virus for after you jack out to collect information that can be sent to you.
Okay.
With keywords.
Sure.
Whatever keywords you decide on.
Oh, shit.
Those are good keywords.
Yes, fantastic. Let's see.
I mean, sarcasm aside, I think they are too.
Keyword ideas, guys.
Like something to do with money. I don't know. Like
this is payroll, so money would
the people that we're looking for in particular,
yeah,
or the locations they've been found.
So I'm keywords, the names of all the people we're looking for, any connection to the prison level, any keywords involving what is the project that was making the monsters, the project name for that, because it escapes me right now.
Baroque Gestalt Designs, got the shadow designers.
Part of it is my name recollection sucks, so there's a few there's keywords that I need from those names. So
I've got Miyoko Drinan, Malcolm Kempson, that are the shadow designers. Taken and Stash are Felicia McEnany, Maya Lamas. Jacinta Hidalgo is the one. She's part of. She's the CEO, maybe the one setting up the fake execs for a paycheck out of her own. Overall, Rockland has controversy about the designers that came out with that they're told to sign their names to a Baroque Gestalt design that didn't work on. It unites augments in different ways, different types, connecting in a way that potentially violates AI law. Kiara Selesnik reneged on the deal. She's linked to Obscura and Lobo, works for Danger Gal, Senior VP. She has a rock connection. She has severe homicidal cyberpsychosis. She lives
We'll
in
just say that you put
pillar
in the
apartments.
keyword for the program because I'm blanking on it too, and I'll go back and watch. And
Right. I also put in Kira's name as one of the keywords too, because I put that one in everywhere. Because
Kira is is Lobo's ex, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and I put all my notes in the
Discord. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead and give me a another interface roll for the virus.
Ooh, I got a 13.
That is just what you needed to hit. So yes, you do manage to get the virus in. The keywords will collate all of the data based off the keywords that you have given it. And then it will be sent directly to you and you are free to jack out.
All right. I do that very thing. I jack right the hell out.
And as some guards start to walk up to you all, this is where we're going to take our break.
Gasp.
All
Tension.
right. That's perfect.
We'll be back in a few.
think that's the right one.
Hello and welcome back. When we left off, they had been getting information from HR, both via the net and via some hard files. And just as we left, some guards walked up. Now,
How far
Janetta
away are they?
and Lobo, since they're walking up to you guys, I do need a...
And to be clear, I've already jacked out.
Yes, you
Okay.
have.
I was not groping, by the way, so.
Not yet, you were.
So the
I'm above that.
guards do walk up and they start to chat with Janetta, and they're like, "Oh, hey, how's things with Domino been going? How's the private security versus us, general guys?" And she's, joking with them and like, "It's been good, very good to me lately." They kind of look over at you though, and they're like, "New recruit?"
This is the part where you say yes. I don't say that out loud.
He just smiles.
Make a persuasion roll to just convince them with a smile.
15.
Oh yeah, no, they failed that hard. They got a 9. So they're like, all right, yeah. Well, I guess it was about time you got a new partner, huh? Well, I mean, what are you guys doing all over here? Isn't the desk over there?
So you question your bosses? Is that something you do?
Now listen, private security isn't our bosses. They just are bosses of some of the inferiors on the entry levels.
Right, but you have bosses.
You have bosses, but not you.
No, but he points at Domino. He's my boss. He told me to stand here, so I stand here.
I turn over when I hear my name and walk over and say, "So what's going on? Are you doing your rounds? You making things work?"
We're just meeting the new guy. Fine, whatever. Bye.
See ya. Bye.
That was way too fucking awkward.
They
I
could
think that
have
went by
stayed,
perfectly.
Yeah. Just smile and nod. That part was great. Just stick with that.
You said no violence, so
Which
I'll hand.
I'm very proud of you. You have not chosen violence. You have chosen other
I chose
actions.
violence. I couldn't do it.
Well, you still didn't act on the choice. So I'm very proud of you.
Yay! I hand the files that we found to Obscura to make a digital copy.
All right. So
You got Felicia McKinney and this payroll for the off books.
cool.
The thing that bothers me a little bit about this is that this matches what I've already found, and which means that we haven't gotten anything new other than just actual documents. That's still not enough to justify anything.
Well, we'll look through everything that I just pulled. So I pulled something. I'm not quite even sure what it was, but I've got some information on some of the other people too. So
Well,
Okay.
we have 2 people who are fake, right?
yes.
Right. So we find them and we ask them why they are fake.
If they're fake, are they even real people?
Oh, he
Or
might
they're
have a
just
point
covers?
here. They're fake, so we find out where they're supposed to be, and that should lead us to who created them.
Right. And if they don't talk, then I punch.
If they're even
Right.
there.
Well, he can either punch them or he can punch the people that created them. Either way, he gets to punch somebody.
I mean, that is incentive for him, of course.
Domino, roll me a business check to see if you would know if you could get access to any of the levels the designers are on.
Okay. I got another 6. I don't know anything about business. I got a 1 and a -5.
What a great corporate person.
I'm in HR. I don't know business. I even have a decent business, and I can't get
I
it.
mean,
Am
I don't
I
even
a-
have the skills, so I don't even know.
Am I able to help in any way, shape, or form with business?
You do run a
Um,
business. You do own a business. I would think that he would have a little acumen in this area.
But would it apply?
Yeah,
For
that's
Business is
the.
business. I'll be honest.
Roll
like,
me another deduction check
like I've worked in
to
a few,
make some
All right,
non-obvious conclusion leaps.
there's a lot of
15.
management stuff.
Yeah,
that's
no,
this
it's pretty
thing.
obvious. I'm just a dumbass.
Maybe you need new dice.
the,
I am going to go with that.
the Domino and Harvey show. What is this? Well, Domino, don't you know? Domino.
Fake laughter.
So you're kind of looking at him like doing the mental leaps of trying to figure out if he would be able to get onto the level where the designers are. And you kind of stop and you're like, well, if you had a reason to be on those levels, like we create a payroll incident and you've got to go down there to clear it up.
Or sensitivity training.
Or there's a sign on the wall that tells you.
Or,
Yeah.
or just hear me out. Hear me out. And I put my hand on the fire alarm and go,
No, that
I
would
like
get
this
everybody
plan.
out and we'd have to go with them.
would we?
No, we stay. We
But no, so
yeah.
why don't we have Obscura create one just on their level?
Oh,
Can you do that?
yeah.
Yeah,
Why?
they're all attached to the
Okay.
net.
Well, we have to get up to that level, but we don't have to go in there to create it. We just have to be in the elevator or in the
So-
floor below it, actually. The floor below or floor above will do it too, because it's got to be within 6 meters. And
And then I can climb down into yeah.
No, we're just gonna go to another floor. I'm going to hack in the system, set off the fire alarms, and then we'll do what we do.
Right. And then I climb
Domino,
down.
roll me a concentration check
There's no
for
climbing.
recall on what is above and below on the floors of design.
What am I rolling?
no, it's
Not
for
you,
me.
Domino.
Oh, Domino. Oh,
All right. Concentration is going to be a 12.
Okay, yeah, you know that design is on the second to the top floor.
Mhm.
So above them is only the top execs offices. And
So
then
below that.
yeah, so the floor below them is basically the assistants to the designers, those that make their appointments, file their designs.
Okay.
So they've got labs on the second top floor, and then underneath it is where all of the bureaucracy happens for them.
Okay. So before we go up there though, I think what we need to get some coveralls or something to cover our clothes. The reason being is that when they see us up there, because they will at some point, unless Obscura can take control of the cameras and erase the recordings, they'll see people in jumpsuits, and then when we leave, we take them off, dump them, and we're back in our normal clothes. They won't make the connection.
Is there cameras in the stairwell?
Very
Okay.
likely, but there's cameras everywhere. But if she takes control of the camera recording equipment, then it doesn't matter.
Okay. No, because what I was saying was, what if we go to the floor above the one that we want to do the fire
That would be the
alarm
roof.
for?
The
That
roof for
would
the
be the-
execs.
the exec floor.
So if we
And
send
that
it
is
up,
very tightly controlled of who can even be up on the
Yeah,
exec floor.
they're not going to guard the admin assistant floor. Nobody cares about them.
I don't even care about that. Okay. Fuck them. That's why.
But there's probably really good coffee.
You shouldn't have said that. Now you know he wants to go up there.
Of course, I want to go up there.
Well,
Obscura,
that's the
what
point. We need to
is
go.
what is your base in electronics and security tech?
Electronics and security tech? I don't even know if I took all that stuff. It was so hard picking things that fit.
Yeah, no, fair.
So it may have to be something else that I roll to figure that out, because I couldn't get a lot of that stuff. Like, I was like, does this apply? No. Does it? Maybe.
It's straight on patches. She's got an 8 that with no skill in it.
Electronics, you said? Or
Yeah,
Electronic
electronic
security
tech.
Shit. It's in the skill list?
Yeah,
it's under
technique skill.
technique.
Techniques. Okay.
This is why you should have your character uploaded. I have everyone's skills that are uploaded on a spreadsheet, and I'll upload that so everyone can share.
Yeah, minus me, because
You and
He doesn't have mine
Obscura.
either.
Well, I need to update mine.
I don't even see security or electronics on this thing.
Huh.
All right, you're in the app.
Yeah.
So do you have it grouped to show no
Oh,
zeros?
there it is. There it is. My base in that is a 7, actually.
Okay, go ahead and roll it for me anyways to see if you think that you would be able to handle getting around the security cameras.
Spend luck.
I rolled a 16 on that, actually. So I
Oh,
rolled
Okay,
a
nice.
then
9.
yeah, you're confident that you'd be able to get into the system and specifically get to the security cameras and get around them.
All right.
Like make it loop so that they can't see you guys.
I can get to the cameras, so
Okay, I'll take them up to that level then, and we'll stop by a janitor's closet on the way to the level to get some coveralls.
and coffee.
well, the coffee's not gonna be in the janitor's closet. You can pick that up while I'm in the system.
Are we
window.
sure? If I was a janitor, I would
I
steal
guarantee
the
you there'd
coffee
be,
here.
well, there might be a little bit more than coffee there. They're janitors. They're dealing with a lot of crap.
Gotcha.
Sometimes literally.
On the wall. Yeah.
I
You
work
never know
retail.
what these
Yeah,
sex
that's
are gonna
true.
do.
I got shit on the wall.
All right, so you guys do actually, yeah, you guys can easily find the janitor's closet. It's not like hidden or anything like that. You get in. There's some coveralls, but there's not enough for all 5 of you. There are 3 sets of the coveralls.
Well, Lobo and
What?
Janetta are security, so
Yeah, they're gonna be pretty faceless. So yeah, I think that the other 3 of us should have them.
I have face.
that's not what he means.
Yes, you do.
I look at Jeanette, do you have a compact? She hands me, I show it to you. So nope, you don't have a face, you're a vampire.
Sometimes I wonder if we even grew up in the same.
Roll persuasion and you roll perception or human perception.
Got a 17.
Human perception.
Mascara, you don't have to do too much work either.
Huh?
You are really starting to question if you're a vampire.
Like I said, I'm still not sure if we grew up in the same house sometimes.
All right, so we get up to the top and, okay, look, Dracula, just be careful, all right?
My teeth are not long enough.
I'm going to be doing that for the next 6 months.
Yeah, you have to transform.
Transform.
You have to
Oh.
transform.
Do
You
I
know,
have to
maybe
wear
they were
this?
pulled. Maybe they were pulled when you were a kid, so you need to get some cybernetics.
Oh, look
No,
at that.
No more.
Like-
no.
I saw some of those.
No. That's why I hold all the money. I'm not buying you fangs.
Harvey, do you think we can help Spring for that? I'll put in for it.
I don't see why not. I
You
don't see
can
why
get them
not.
with venom, and they poison.
Oh, so now you're gonna bite people. You don't even know what they have. You could get something that doesn't wash off.
Hey. I
Well-
also hear they have the best sex.
What?
Could we not discuss my brother's sex life?
We pretty much saw it already.
That was more than enough. I've had my quota for the day.
Wait,
I've had my
this-
quota of his dick being out. I've had my quota of his dick being in somebody else. We're
But wait. What is sex with fangs? That's not.
Oh yeah,
This
you
is like-
use it.
Janetta again puts her arm around you and says, "We'll discuss this later."
he's
Oh.
he's so
Oh,
dense
okay.
he doesn't
All right.
understand kink either, guys.
It's not kink, it's drugs.
Whatever.
I don't do drugs. Not good. So,
Janetta's all like, oh no, teeth and kink. We can work this out.
So Harvey, how about some of that good
Okay.
whiskey when we get back to your bar?
Yeah, sounds good.
do
Also,
I need longer teeth?
also, if you need to blur my face, you only have to do half of it. Because I'm Half Moon Harvey. You get it? Yeah. Anyway, let's go.
Yes, definitely the whiskey.
We got your name.
Yeah.
So first off, I'm going to have all of you give me an acting check for getting to that floor without being conspicuous.
Don't be suspicious.
So-
Don't be
Well,
suspicious. Don't
What do you
be
know? I
suspicious.
actually am an actor, and I have points in that.
I rolled
And
I am not an actor.
15.
I got a 10. I got a 10 plus 4, so that's 14. So I got a 24.
Where is the acting?
I don't know
Yes.
shit about business, but I can
It's a
pretend like
very
I do.
Acting
Top
is
of
underneath
cool.
performance
It's
skills.
under cool.
Would I be able to apply human perception instead?
Because that's trying to figure out somebody else's detect lies or deceptions. I
Gotcha.
would let you use.
Have a persuasion.
Yeah, I'd let you use persuasion.
Okay. Yeah, that's higher than everything else I was thinking about. So 14.
Okay. Yeah. You guys
Oh,
basically look like you belong.
That's
Janetta's
trash.
Janetta rolled a 20, so she's, walking with confidence and leading the way, like, I have to escort the janitors. What the
Got the-
hell?
I got a 4.
You want me to
You're
roll
too
a
busy
deduction?
thinking about those vampires.
Uh,
You're just walking along muttering.
You
to
just
yourself about
look like
vampires.
somebody that is very confused. Like, yeah, you're touching your teeth, like, should? So people just think you're special.
yeah.
Accurate.
Okay with that.
When you do walk up to the door, Janetta does say, all right, our cards are not going to get us through this door.
So we punch it.
Somebody give me
Don't punch anything.
maybe knock. Knocking is good, but first,
Do I need to be inside just to get in?
As long
or
as
can
you're
I
within 6 meters of an access node, you can access it.
Can I
yeah,
scan?
you
to
can
see
go
it?
ahead and try and access. You can jack it, or yeah,
I need
Yeah.
to scan.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you have to scan to find one.
scan.
Scan.
I rolled 9, 13.
Okay, yeah. You can sense one that is on the other side of the door, and you are able to jack in. Go ahead and run a Pathfinder.
Yes. Hang on a second here.
Why would we play a different game?
Pathfinder's in action, just so you know, it's not an actual program.
No, I know. I have a booster though.
Ah, I see.
I have a booster for that and backdoor. So, I
Nice.
have Sia, which is a +2 to my Pathfinder checks. So let's see. I rolled 8 and 4 is 12, so +2, 14.
Okay, yeah. You are able to determine the layout. There's no demons lurking around here. And you do think about it. Most companies don't leave demons in HR.
It's true.
So that kind of twinges your intuition as well.
I thought we were on the lab level now.
we are.
No, I know, but because there isn't a demon here, it's twinging her intuition that why was there one on the HR level? That's not usual.
Yeah, I encountered one downstairs, but where we are, one floor below the lab, there aren't any, which you would think there would be because they're so close to the lab. But
yeah, so you're able to determine the layout of the architecture here and find your way to the control to run a control tech to see if you can get the door open.
okay. Well, so we're on this floor. We're not on the lab floor, are we? Are we on the lab floor?
No, you're on the floor with the assistants, but
Right.
it's still higher clearance than any of you have.
All right. So, well, what are we doing once we get through this door? Because I thought I was going to like set off the fire alarm and get those people out and loop everything. Or what were we doing? Or did I misunderstand the plan?
I was a little confused on what.
We were coming up here to look for more information on the program and the people that are
Yes,
not
because the
there.
assistants would be more likely to have that information than up on the design floor, because they don't actually have files up there. It's just the design labs.
Okay.
Just to recap, my contact Dulcie Ray or Ria, she did give us kind of a hint as well earlier, right?
She said
something about Rockfall. I'm sorry, I forgot.
Oh, it's
Rockland.
Rockland. It's the designers that came out that were told to sign their names to a Baroque Gestalt design they didn't work on. Ads for cyberware designs created by the missing cyberware designers. So we think that the stashed ones are on the prison level, Ignatus, and then the shadow designers are here. And it's the shadow ones that are.
Yeah, she gave you the information that there is shadow designers for reigniting the protocols that or the designs of the cyberware gestalt, which is a violation of the AI protocols.
Okay.
So finding the designs and the hopefully information on the people will give us more information on that. Then we'll need to. So we got some of the information. We know the Felicia McKinney is the one that was stashed. We got the payroll for that. We got the payroll for the off books.
There was some information on the payroll for Maya in the net.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, you did not see a folder on Maya in the paper files. But yes, this would be the floor where if you were looking to just get into files to find stuff out, would be where you wanted to be. The actual design lab floor would be where the actual designs are stored. And that would be the only reason you'd want to go up to that level.
So we don't really want to, if the floor is packed with people, we can't justify being there unless you want to suddenly lead everybody in some sort of sensitivity training. So.
But that's why you all are dressed in the janitor's outfits to blend in, like you're there to do something. But the janitors would have clearance for this floor, so you need to open the door to get it.
Right.
Should we also carry some items with us as janitors?
Oh, I'm sure you guys grabbed some brooms and cleaner and stuff like that to carry the ruse.
Swindex, now made with 5% actual Swindex. Okay.
Cool.
Not sponsored. No.
Not sponsored. Arisaka.
Now I should make a logo for Swindex.
Now with less sodium.
So you can go ahead and use control interface to attempt to open the door.
That is 9.
The door rolled a 5.
Thanks, door.
Door.
So yeah, you do manage to trip it so that you can open the door and it doesn't set off any alarms or anything. And you're able to walk in. And Lobo.
Oh, lo and behold, Lobo.
What
As you walk past a table,
diabolical hell is this?
you do see a rather large, like one of those giant ices. So you can create an incident that means that the janitors are doing something that can distract away from actually getting into the information.
So is there Is there like anybody grouped up, like just kind of conversing?
Make a perception check for me.
Perception. No, that's persuasion. I want perception. So natural 10 plus 1 is an 18.
Okay, yeah, you do see there are a few, most of the assistants are sitting at their desks working, but near this icy and like towards the front of it, it does look like most of them are taking a quick break back by the coffee station.
Yeah. Icy, aim at the coffee. Let's see if we can make some steam.
Give me
Yeah, I'm chucking.
uh
And then turning my back to it, like I was all the time with my back to the coffee.
oh, is there something that would just be for thrown? Body skills. Give me an athletics check for throwing it and aiming.
22.
So you all watch as Lobo kind of eyes things around and he picks up this bright radioactive blue icy and just takes aim and chucks it, and it lands in a coffee pot.
I look at Lobo, impressed, confused, impressed.
Obscura is just standing there shaking her head. This is not new.
But it
Were you not
steams a
bored?
little bit, but really doesn't do much besides the sound makes people look over, and all of a sudden they're curious as to why there's an icy in the coffee.
Aside from ruining a good pot of coffee. I just kind of look at Lobo. I wanted to drink some of that.
But just give it a second. It will blow up.
It's not a bomb.
But it's cold and hot, and then in the pot.
Have you ever had iced coffee in a glass?
No.
You put
That's
hot
your
coffee
thing.
over the ice, and
But
doesn't
you put
steam
like
it.
foam in that. That's not.
Okay, so I need to scan for another terminal.
What do I go punch them? Is that what I do?
I really wish
start
there was
cleaning.
a check that was literally just physics.
Probably is.
I mean,
Let's see.
not to meta, but an intelligence of 2 here. So like it's
Yeah.
it's
That's why all of this.
I am proud of you for playing to it.
It's
All right, so
entertaining.
yes, go ahead and run a scan for a terminal you can use for what you need.
Ain't pacey. I rolled what's that? 8.
Yeah,
Big
you're
balance.
able to, like, you gotta walk for a minute to get a beat on it, but there is one. It is in an area surrounded by a couple of desks that are currently manned.
Yep.
Well, this poses a problem because a janitor can't just plop down at a terminal and start doing things.
Do any of us have a decent legs?
Well, that's the thing about being a netrunner is you don't have to plop down. You just put your glasses on. And we just conceal you from what you're doing while you're doing that.
You can do all of the net run from 6 yards out.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, then we just need to go over that way and look like we're cleaning something.
All right, so I'm gonna do what's gonna be a good skill to distract people.
At that point, Lobo's gonna be like, I got this. And he's gonna run over to the coffee pot, yell out, be careful, it blow up. And he's gonna grab it, and throw it on the ground and smash it.
That works too.
Does it? Does it work?
Distract.
Does it work?
I just kind of nudge Harvey. I'm like, let's just slip over there and just keep an eye out.
Everybody back up. Get away. Get away. Hot and cold together in pot. Go boom.
He's gonna just make an ass of himself. And sometimes the fuckery works, but let's use it to our advantage.
How far? While he's doing that, how far away do we have to go to do what we're looking to?
We shouldn't have to
She
go very
got
far.
close enough to actually like find it so she can access it from where she is. You guys
okay.
just need, yeah.
You got that Swindex? Let's pretend like we're cleaning something. She puts her glasses on.
Yeah, it has now 6% natural Swindex, and it has less sodium in it. So
Oh, it's good for your blood pressure.
And great taste too.
Roll me persuasion, Lobo.
Okay. 15.
You know,
Now, what is What's-Her-Face doing during all of this?
They
throwing up.
actually went negative because they rolled a nat 1 and then rolled a 10 on top of it.
Ooh.
So it was negative 10 on top of their 8. So they absolutely believe you that this is going to blow up. And they start like ushering people away from desks. Like, somebody
Back
did
up, back
something.
up,
Get out, get out, get out.
back up. Stay. Keep
That's
away
gonna
from
call the wrong
where
people
it is coldest
upstairs.
on the hot. Keep away from that.
I look at Domino and I'm like, is it really that easy to get a job here?
you have no idea.
Yeah, I think I have an idea.
We've seen now. Great. Well, now we need to hurry because now he's basically said there's a bomb. So
Yeah. So
that's
you
gonna
do
I
your
will
thing.
say go ahead, Obscura, and give me an ID check to determine the worth of any files that you do come across when you're in control, just so that we already have that as a baseline.
ID check. What is that? Which one is that? Shit.
IYEDEE.
Oh. Hang on. Let me find that. Still trying to.
It's one of your interface abilities.
Oh.
So yeah, just 1d10.
Oh, there it is. I'm still learning.
There's a lot to look at, so it is okay.
I got an 11.
Okay, yeah, with an 11, you would know some basic things to look for to determine the worth of a file. So then go ahead and roll a control.
Yes. 13.
Okay, yep. You're able to get in and you do a quick like digital ruffling of the files. And with your ID check, you do note 3 of worth, and you're able to just pull them and jack out and be done.
Okay. Cool.
At this moment, there is an alarm that starts to go off because somebody has pulled the fire alarm,
Not it.
thinking about the explosion is real.
We gotta hustle.
Yes, we should all leave. We should all orderly lines going out.
I just kind of look at Lobo and I'm like, stop.
So no,
And I'm in the corner.
No, I mean,
And I'm in the corner going,
And I just elbow. Harvey.
But you guys are able to make your way out into the lobby, and you can take the elevator to that first floor you were on to exit if you would wish.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea at
Yeah.
this point.
Let's peace out.
Well,
And
okay,
then
you'd have to use the stairs because the fire alarm is going, so the elevators are not currently working.
go
So
down
it
the stairs.
is,
how many
It's a
floors?
long ass way down.
that's 9 floors you have to go down.
This is a warm up for me.
Because it is the first, because there is only, there is an exit at the very, very bottom of the building, and then the one that is at the 10th floor. Otherwise, all of them have to go to either of those when an alarm goes off.
As we're at the top going down, I go, who wants to sing a song?
No.
I sing a song. Yeah.
All right, you know any Tom Waits? Let's sing it.
The what now?
Tom Waits? No, nobody listens to Tom Waits anymore.
Maybe people
What
in
does he wait for?
1990.
1990s, it was some of the best music. It's all digital and bullshit now.
So I finally found the physics role. It's science.
Imagine that.
No
I
skill.
That.
No skill in science. Not even a little bit.
We'll go back to the intelligence of 2.
Yeah. That's a plus.
To be fair, when I think of science, I think it's like, oh, that's how this chemical mixes with this chemical. That'd be my first thought. I wouldn't think like physics. But
well, for it, science, its possible options include geology, mathematics, physics, zoology, anthropology, biology, chemistry, history, etc.
All things that are not going to be on Lobo's list.
Yeah. What about astrology?
I brought you an astrologer. Don't you mean an astronomer? Isn't that the same thing?
Yeah, so because Mercury's in this moon, you should definitely throw that.
Mercury is in Gatorade.
I stay away from the stars. There is cancer in it. Not good.
So you guys do make your way down. As you get to the 10th floor and to head to the exit, there are security guards that are checking people as they leave.
It.
All right, as they check ours, I want to use bureaucracy
on the
to
way down the.
Yeah. Take off our uniforms before we get down there, and then I want to use bureaucracy to bullshit our way past them.
Is there a window we can jump out?
From the 10th floor? That sounds a good idea. We're going to do more check on us than Lobo.
No, it sounds like a idea. It's not a good one.
No, yeah, definitely not a good one.
Sounds like one of mine.
It does. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll your bureaucracy.
I got a 4, so it's a total of 14.
They rolled a 16 on perception. And they're kind of, you look like one of the people we were told was on a floor they shouldn't be. What is your job here?
What's her face?
Janetta?
Yeah.
She's standing at the back. But
This
she's leaving this bit to Domino since he's already started.
So I'll use persuasion to convince them that that was not us because we're not janitors, and the people that they were told to look for are janitors because they called up to tell me to give them directions to where those people were last seen. And I look at Harvey and say, "Isn't that right?"
Yes.
All right, roll persuasion for me.
All right, I got a 16 total.
And I got 18.
Well, they rolled a natural 10 plus 3 plus 12. So
Lobo, convince them.
Okay.
They kind of eye you and they're like, we need all of you to come to security with us.
I don't think so.
At that moment, an exec that you recognize, Domino, by the name of, I even knew I needed this name before I started, but did I look at it? No. Clinton Frink starts to come down the stairs. Clinton Frink.
What do I know about him?
We're going to find out next week because we have a special guest, friend Dawn, that's going to come on and play Clinton Frink.
Nice.
Nice.
Just as Lobo is winding up for his first punch.
Stay tuned on the next episode of Cyberpunk Red.
Obscuracy recognizes the recognition between them and kind of like goes and takes Lobo's hand and just pushes it down. Not yet. Not yet.
My hands are awkwardly to the side like a schoolboy. Just
But yes, this is one of the execs that works on the top floor. Lobo and Obscura, give me a concentration check to recall information.
Concentration.
18.
15.
So you kind of get a feeling that something about this guy is tripping your radar, Lobo. But Obscura, you do recognize this as somebody who worked closely with Kiara Selesnik.
Shit.
And I just kind of look at Lobo and I'm like, I don't know if this is good or bad yet.
Oh, hi, ladies of D&D. Thank you for raiding us.
Hello.
We are just ending, but welcome.
Yes, thank you for coming.
You just missed the fun of breaking into Rockland, and they're about to get found out by an exec.
Are we though?
Of course they are.
Are we though?
I mean,
Are
I
we
hope
not?
so.
Are we not good liars?
But anyways, thank you everyone for coming out. Thank you to our players. We'll go ahead and do our outros, and we will start with Eric with 2 C's.
All right, I'm Eric. Find me at Despair on socials. I am the exec that doesn't know anything about business, apparently.
Those were some roles for sure. Eric with 1 C.
Hi, I am Eric. I am playing Harvey, Half Moon Harvey, the fixer for this game. I am also, you can find me as Trials of Bren TTRPG on Instagram and on Twitter. I almost forgot its name. And I'm currently creating a free version of a beginner's guide for my game as I'm working on the core rulebook. So stay tuned for that.
And later this year, there might be playtesting happening.
There we go.
Kat.
Very exciting.
Oh, me. Hi. I'm Kat, also known as Autumn Knox on Twitter. I play Obscura, the netrunner on this game. It's the only game I'm playing right now. Otherwise, I'm the producer for the channel and make all of the pretty pictures that you see. And I'm just basically the wizard behind the curtain, usually, if not on this game.
And Tim.
I'm Tim, Flam Blackmore on Twitter. I am playing Lobo, the solo, who went low. And a little Kokomo. But basically, he's been itching for action and only getting...
You got action.
Exy time action?
You got it.
Getting a small scratch on that action as he's already been... He's made everyone sick before he got naked. And then he got naked and then...
Made everyone sick.
And then he got in a closet naked with Domino's right-hand girl. So
Corporate, am I right?
You know, it's a strange world out there. So
And
lots
I have
of
been
computer
Kristen,
stuff you can understand.
your GM of this chaos. Thank you for tuning in. We do have Monday night is our next session of the long-term 5e campaign I'm running. Madness Takes Artena. Next Tuesday night, be sure to tune in. We have special guest B. Dave Walters coming on for an interview.
Very cool.
And then next Thursday will be our next episode of At the Threshold, and next Friday we'll be back here. Oh, and there's Watercolor Wizardry on Tuesday as well.
At 2 p.m. Pacific.
2 p.m. Yep.
Yeah, that's
and
an
we will
early show
have
for us.
the last 2 characters for Madness Takes Artena, so we will actually have character art soon for that show for all of our characters, and that's super exciting. And yes, we would raid, but I was going to raid Ladies of D&D, and they came and raided us, and everybody else that I know that is on is not in our wheelhouse.
Yep, you got us first, ladies. We appreciate it.
We do. Thank you. And we will see you guys later. Have a good night.
Night.
Night. Ciao.